All right, fellas, welcome back. So I made the mistake of going on the internet again. I know, every time I do this, something really, really bad happens. And I came across this story here, and when I saw, I said to myself, man, I have just got to share this with the fellas because there are too many unanswered questions that are coming to mind, and I'm scratching my head reading this. Basically, I need your help to make this make sense to me. So you guys might remember back from the mid-2000s, for you old motherfuckers out there was a show on the channel E called The Girls Next Door, and it starred Hugh Hefner, who's the founder of Playboy magazine, and all of his various hot girlfriends that he had. It was actually a really popular show, believe it or not. Like, this was basically, it was kind of like Jersey Shore before Jersey Shore. A lot of people were talking about it every time there was a new episode on, you know, before the days of Netflix and binge watching and all that. But back when you had to actually wait an entire week in between new episodes. So the show went on for 5 years and spanned 6 seasons, and it focused on the 3 girlfriends of Hugh Hefner. Their names were Holly, Bridget, and Kendra. And recently, with some new documentary that's being made about Playboy, Holly has come out now and said some pretty bad things about Hugh Hefner. Of course, after the man has been dead for a couple of years. It all comes out after, right? 12, 13, 14, 15 years later, whatever it's been. So let's go ahead and take a look at this woman trashing her previous sugar daddy here. If you guys are new, make sure you subscribe right now or else you have a very high chance of having a small dick. And also, turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video.
Don't be a bitch.
All right, fellas, now before we get into this article, I just want to make this little disclaimer here. I don't know much about this man, except that he banged a lot of chicks, like a real lot. I can't imagine a scenario where you would be doing this type of behavior for, what was it? It started in the 1950s and went from 2017, so about 60 plus years of being an absolute demon. I can't imagine that amount of time would go by participating in that activity and nothing bad could happen. So full disclaimer here, we're not defending this behavior. This video is more about how you yourself could actually participate in the behavior and be a willing participant in it. Then years later come out and trash this dude after he's dead, no longer here to defend himself. Says, Holly's hell. Holly Madison claims first night with her Playboy boss ex Hugh Hefner was traumatic and he was pushed on top of her. Holly Madison has claimed that Hugh Hefner was, quote, literally pushed on top of her on their first date. The Girls Next Door star started dating the Playboy founder who died in 2017, aged 91, between 2001 and 2008, and recalled how she initially agreed to go out with him when there was a spot open after one of his girlfriends left the mansion. So just to put that into context, really think about that, okay? If you're in the scenario where there's a, quote, spot open for a date with the founder of Playboy, Hugh Hefner, don't you think you at least might know what's probably going to happen that night, what you're going to be expected to do? Like, even if you're only 21 years old at the time, I know that's a young age, you're impressionable and all that, but if you're in the position to be close enough to Hugh Hefner where you could go on a date with him, you got to know, like, some fuck shit is about to go down. I mean, this man objectified women like it was his job. Well, it was his job. In fact, here's a very famous quote from him here. This is Hugh talking about people who say that he objectifies women. This is his actual real response. And I quote, "The notion that Playboy turns women into sex objects is ridiculous. Women are sex objects. If women weren't sex objects, there wouldn't be another generation. It's the attraction between the sexes that makes the world go round. That's why women wear lipstick and short skirts." Yeah, that guy. That's the dude that you went out with and you weren't expecting anything weird to happen. Although she wasn't expecting a very traditional first date, she thought she'd been given an introduction into life with the media mogul rather than being pushed into anything. Speaking on the podcast, she said, "I didn't really know what went on with them sexually. I figured something, and I was prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for what eventually would happen. I wasn't necessarily expecting to do it that night. I thought it would be more of a first date," she added. So here's the clip right here from the podcast. You can listen to for yourself.
I wasn't necessarily expecting to have sex that night, and I definitely was not expecting to be the first one to go that night, but I was wasted. He was literally pushed on top of me, and after it happened, I was just mortified and embarrassed, and it had way more of an emotional impact on me than I thought it would. I had always like kind of admired Hef from the limited interactions I had with him. I thought he was really smart. I really looked up to him.
One thing I want to point out about this clip, she doesn't actually say the words, but when she says she was wasted, right? We all know that when you're wasted, you can't consent, right? So she's saying that she was wasted during this first encounter with him. Is she kind of softly saying that he may have assaulted her? I'm gonna go with probably yes. I thought it would be more of a type of thing where I saw what happened, saw what was going on, and if I wasn't comfortable with it, I wouldn't have to do anything. So what she's referring to here is old man Hef takes his pills to help him out, and then he's got like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 girls all lined up, and well, can't say much more than that about it here on YouTube, but apparently she didn't know she was gonna be number 1 in line, so, I don't know. I mean, what's she trying to say? She wasn't comfortable with it, but did it anyway? Felt pressured to do it? I mean, again, we're talking about the demon here, right? The man straight up said, women are sex objects. He said those exact words, and he, like, laughed about it after. How you could not see this coming from a mile away? Like, I can't believe that. She's gotta be lying. She's just gotta be. All of a sudden, it felt like everybody was going to know about me, and I was horrified by it. Yeah, okay, sure. You were so horrified by it that you continued to do this for the next, 2001 to 2008? 7 years? Yeah, okay. That's the part of it where it falls right apart from me. Like, if this was just one of them random playmates that you never really heard from again and then came out afterwards and said that all this happened, I would at least believe her when she said that she was grossed out by it, thought it was nasty, and thought it was, trashy, and was surprised by it, right? If you got one taste at the surface level of that one experience and then never fucking went back to that mansion again, okay, I would think you're probably being genuine, but apparently when you're so traumatized by something, the logical thing to do is to be one of his 3 main girlfriends in a 4-way relationship, stay dating him for like the next 7 years, and then film a show for 4 of those years. Yeah, make it make sense. Please make it make sense. The 41-year-old beauty insisted that she, quote, always admired Hef and really looked up to him before she became one of his girlfriends, and didn't feel that she should just run away after their first date. So again, right there, she did that nasty thing with that dirty old man, right? And then she's sitting there thinking to herself, well, I can either tap out now and know that I did this for nothing, or just go after the millions upon millions of dollars that I'll get from continuing to associate with him, and then eventually the TV show. She even said herself, if I wasn't comfortable with it, I wouldn't have to do anything, and I could make my decision on whether I wanted to come back for date number 2 or not. And what do you think she chose? What do you think she said to herself? She said, I think I'll take the money. And she got plenty of money. According to CelebrityNetWorth.com, she's got a net worth of $16 million. Not bad for just banging an old dude every once in a while. Right, fellas out there? Would you bang someone your grandma's age for $16 million? I would do it. I would do it for way less than that, actually. That's set for life money right there. Plus, you got over 1 million followers on Instagram now, right? He died in 2017, and now you're still out there, still making money because of the fame that you got off of him, right? And that's the thing that I just don't like about this whole scenario. It's like, I'm just not a fan of being with someone for years on end, and then they make you famous, right? You get a very comfortable living from them, and then you're out trashing them like 15 years later after the guy is dead. Again, to repeat that quote from before, if I wasn't comfortable with it, I wouldn't have to do anything, and I could make my decision on whether I wanted to come back for a second date or not. You came back. So therefore, I'm just not seeing any violation of consent here. Now in this part, to wrap this up here, she tries to make him seem like a really bad guy because she cut her hair short and he screamed at her for it. So apparently this is really, really bad. We gotta cancel the guy after he's dead for this one too. She said in the clip, I got to a point not too far into my time there, I think it was like 6 months in, where I kind of broke under that pressure being made to feel like I had to look like everyone else. My hair was really long naturally, and I was just like, I'm gonna go chop my hair off so I can at least look a little different. She then recalled H0es' reaction to her new hair, sharing, I came back with short hair and he flipped out on me. Oh no! Anyway. Well, guys, that is about enough internet for the day. That was a lot to take in. I'm really curious to know what you guys think about this down in the comments below, right? Is this woman full of shit? Do you think she was genuinely traumatized by this, right? I know we have to just take everybody's word for whatever it is at face value nowadays, but when you look at the history here, it really just doesn't make sense to me, and that's why I decided to share it with you. So you let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm sure the fellas will have so much to say about this, and I look forward to reading your responses as always. If you guys enjoyed the video or were absolutely horrified by it, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members as always for your extra support. You guys are the true MVPs, and I could not be doing this without you. Check out dyfo merch down below. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my second channel. Links to everything is in the description, and I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas. For real.
Why did you join?
Yeah, just stay in here. Like, you were talking shit and all that in the search game.
I said your hairline because you were being a dick.
No,
I mean,
girl,
I was
you
just
said he was
smacking you.
bald. You
Yeah.
said he was bald, and then you made
balding.
no, and then you made a fucking assumption that he was bald. We need to get a fucking answer, and then you joined asking like for some fucking pathetic apology. Get over yourself, girl. It's the internet. So why did you join? Do you need some attention? Does your husband not give you attention or something?
He's not fucking her right.
Are you good?
Clearly not, because you're coming on Discord looking for attention from men, messaging some guy too that he didn't even fucking talk to you, and now you're in here acting like a fucking pick-me. So what are you doing here?
Are you
And
good?
if you say "Are you good" one more time, I'll
What are you
fucking
gonna do?
punch
You're
you
gonna
in your
fucking punch
goddamn
me?
big lips.
Come on, come get me.
You're so tough because you're over the internet, bitch. You're so fucking
You're the one
ugly. I
who's
would
like,
shut the fuck up.
you're
Shut the
literally
fuck
just
up.
freaking out.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I asked you a question, so either you fucking answer
What is wrong
or
with you?
don't. Answer the question. Why did you join? Do you need attention? So what the fuck is the point? Why did you join? Why did you message some fucking person that you don't even know?
Is that your
asking,
boyfriend?
Can I come in the Discord? What do you want? You want people to fucking kiss your ass and fucking apologize because you're a white woman? Like, shut the fuck up. No one's gonna fucking apologize for talking shit on a fucking game. So either grow some fucking balls and get over yourself.
Oh my god,
or
you're
leave.
breastfeeding.
You should leave. You're not a big girl.
My fucking
That was a
god.
great tag team.
Was someone gonna say something?
Oh
Jesus.
man, that was great.